Greetings, citizens! My name is FailureToReport, and today we're going to be talking about something very near and dear to me: equality, human decency, the right of life, and the freedom to live it. That's right, I'm talking about the government locking up aliens. Remember back in 2019 when millions showed their support for exposing the old United States for their gross mistreatment and experimentation on aliens at the restricted Area 51 site? People from all over the earth promised to show up on September 20th of 2019, rallied to the cry of liberating the illegally imprisoned aliens held at that facility. But what happened? Only 2 brave souls bothered to mount a rescue attempt for the countless aliens being tortured day and night by our archaic government of old. One guy became a meme and spent the rest of his life trying to pick up girls with it, and everyone else? They either failed to even show up or spent the night getting high and banging. We utterly failed our intergalactic friends in the 21st century. Now, while the UEE might insist that humanity has changed, the sad fact is we haven't. Despite UEE representatives insisting they've washed their hands of alien imprisonment, torture, and experimentation, sources say they haven't at all. We've received very credible information from our source, Jalex Aonis, that in fact, the UEE simply privatized their atrocities. Have you ever wondered how Hurston Dynamics has turned into a weapon manufacturing powerhouse? Aliens! That's right, citizen. Not only are we being lied to, but humanity is exploiting other life forms to advance their own corporate greed and power base. So I make this cry to all concerned citizens of the verse. On the 26th of October 2949, we right or wrong. We complete what was left unfinished. We will gather in the millions and storm the gates of Loreville. The security goons of that city have already shown absolute contempt for life with their constant mistreatment and public execution of the citizens of Loreville. Just imagine the crimes they commit against people they see as an inferior species. We will not stand for this. It's time to expose this abomination. It's time to free our Xeno friends. Yeah, they might use lethal force, but together we will overwhelm them and push into the heart of that corporate complex and free everyone within. Alright, well, that's my roleplay for the decade. So here's the deal. I've got a half gallon of Jack that needs to disappear, and since all the new gameplay mechanics we were supposed to get in 2019 slid into 2020, I wanted to come up with something stupid to do with as many people as possible. Ideally, we can get a full 50-person server of people together to derp our way to Loreville and storm the gates. If you're not familiar with the Loreville guards, there are some real trigger-happy dicks. Like, they're basically US police officers in the year 2949. So, the catch to this event is we're all going to get some crime stat before the event, meet up at a truck stop, get trashed on an 890 jump, and enjoy our citizens' last few moments in the verse as we travel to Loreville on Hurston. Dismount our whale yacht at the Loreville gates, and once everybody is formed up and ready, put on a proper raid. Now, there's going to be a for now secret destination inside of the city of Loreville. While the idea is to just have some drinks and screw around, there will be prizes for the first few citizens who make it to the finish line. Or there won't be because we'll all die. I don't know. I guess that's a detail I'll have to work out between now and then, I guess. The important details are as follows. When? October 26th, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know this is a bit of a weird time, but it's to try to cover everyone from Pacific US all the way over to Europe. It's a pain. It's a constant struggle anytime I try to do a channel-wide thing. I'm sorry. Where? In the PU, meeting point for the party bus will be rest stop CRU L1. What you need? A crime stat. That's the only mandatory thing. If you want to bring a full set of heavy armor and try to lumber through Loreville screaming, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!" go for it. If you want to strip down to your underoos and Speedy Boy Naruto run through the halls, you can do that too. Whatever you think is going to work. The only mandatory thing is a crime stat so that the guards will shoot at you. If you blitz through Loreville and get to the finish line without a crime stat, you're not eligible for any survivor prizes, so don't try to be cheeky about it. If you aren't sure how to get a crime stat, because you're a law-abiding good boy, don't worry. Here are 2 really quick ways to get a crime stat enough for the event without getting banned from Olisar, so you can still easily meet up with the raid group. Option 1. Slam your ship into some unsuspecting person sitting on the pad at Port Olisar. This should get you a crime stat. create a really pretty explodey effect, and if you're really lucky, set somebody off on a rage-fueled rant in chat. Option 2. If you can't stand inflicting violence on an unsuspecting innocent, then your next best bet is to set destination to a nearby comm fly up to it, and then get out of your space floaty and zoom on over to the entrance. By the time you get there, you should have a proper criminal rating, and everyone will think you're a big tough pirate even though you're such a pacifist you couldn't even ram a ship. As a last note before closing, I want to do something I normally don't do, which is tell everybody to go give Cloud Imperium some money. Specifically, go subscribe for this month. Here's the link. The reason is because this month the subscriber reward is an in-game helmet that looks like this. It's kind of cool and neat. I'm not bursting with parasite over it, but there happens to be a good pool of Star Citizen backers who are absolutely outraged at Cloud Imperium over this helmet because it utterly ruins my immersions. So, the more of these helmets that we can populate within the verse, the better. Because these people are the absolute worst, and if they aren't crying about a cool new helmet, they're raging over people wearing mismatched armor or that CIG would dare to put in pink armor sets. Screw these people. Go buy a helmet and make a roleplay Care Bear cry. Seriously, go buy one. I'm going to be really sad if you don't. You have until October 21st to subscribe to receive the helmet as a reward. Do it. It's like griefing somebody by just walking around Olisar. It doesn't get any better than that. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I am Failure to Report, and as always, stay safe out there. I hope to see you guys on October 26th. Obviously, we only have slots for 50 people, but I would love to find out that this turned into a whole community-wide meme. So if somehow we get 50 people who want to drunkenly stagger through Loreville on my server, by all means, organize additional ones. Let's take back Loreville from the Gate Guard Nazis.